and welcome back to the Coby Show. My name is Coby. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are enjoying the videos. I would really appreciate it. You can also stay up to date with me over on Instagram, which is just at Coby Connell, and it's the same over on Patreon, which is where you'll find all the full watch-alongs for all these videos, as well as some other content. So hopefully I will see you over there. Now, today we are watching The Last of the Mohicans. So I'm pretty sure it's 90s. I forgot to check the exact year. I know it's Daniel Day-Lewis, and that's all I know. I know it was really famous. I know that, I feel like I heard about it in the 90s. I never watched it when it came out, obviously. And I do love Daniel Day-Lewis, even though I have seen such few of his works. He is like that sort of quintessential actor's actor. He has 3 Oscars, which is the most anybody has, I think. Oh no, somebody has 4. Katharine Hepburn maybe has 4. But he has 3 Oscars, all for things I don't think I've seen, so I'll have to put them on the list and get to it. I really want to watch My Left Foot. But this is The Last of the Mohicans. I don't know who else is in it. I know it's loved, so I'm really excited. When I heard the name pop up, it's a request from the request here over on Patreon, and I jumped at it because I was like, yes, I have heard about it forever. I want to finally sit down and watch it, so I'm really excited. So for the full watch along, head over to my Patreon. And with that, let's start The Last of the Mohicans. (1757). The American colonies. It is the 3rd year of the war between England and France for the possession of the continent. 3 men, the last of a vanishing people, are on the frontier west of the Hudson River. Oh, it's Michael Mann! Daniel Day-Lewis. Oh! Madeleine Stowe. I do love her. I just watched 12 Monkeys. The Last of the Mohicans. Strong title. 1757. I don't know any of these other names, the people that are in it. That looks beautiful. I'm just wondering about Daniel Day-Lewis because he's British. He's surely not playing, I guess he's not going to play one of the Native Americans, one of the Mohicans, but he is, right? That's him. That's him. No.
Lalang, Nakan, Linda Ma, Wee Nan.
Yes, he eats for food. It's different. It still makes me go, oh no, but this is not hunting for sport. This is to eat and for survival and circle of life.
I'm helping to raise New York's militia to fill the Crown's levy.
Are the people here gonna join in that fight?
We'll see in the morning. Where are you boys heading?
A trap over the fall, winter in Kentucky. Find a Delaware-speaking woman for Uncas. She will say, "You are the one. Bear him many children."
You're gonna have a boy like me.
Yeah, so this is the British and the Mohicans. But Daniel Day-Lewis, I just want to clarify his position.
How far up the valley?
Up to Fort William, Henry.
That's 2 nights and a bit from you.
Should be enough to remind you all that France is our enemy.
France is your enemy.
What did you say?
While we're at your fort, what if the French attack our homes?
What then, Lieutenant? For your homes, for king, for country. That's why you men ought to join this fight.
You do what you want with your own skull. Do not be telling us what we ought to do with ours.
You call yourself a patriot and loyal subject to the crown.
That's a fight we ought to make. But first, we got to get terms from General Webb.
What terms?
We'll go to Albany.
I'm not going to dwell on it because it could just be a casting thing or maybe they'll explain it, but I feel like they've cast all these more like indigenous Americans, like Native Americans for these roles, and then Daniel Day-Lewis, who's like a super white British man. So either he was just, from the colony and has like then adopted their culture and been sort of let in by them, or they just didn't worry about it so much, which is also fine. But the way he's speaking, I just think he's British and obviously, joined them. Sometimes you look at progress in certain areas, but then you also look at like regression, right? Like look what they used to all wear. This is 250 years ago. And now cut to, there's a lot more.
His Majesty in his benevolence would ever object to his loyal American subjects defending their hearth and home, their women and children.
Does that mean they will be granted leave to defend their homes if the settlements are attacked?
No.
Of course.
Lies, though.
One has to reason with these colonials to get them to do anything. Tiring, isn't it? But that's the lay of the land.
I thought British policy is make the world England.
I'll be marching the 60th to Fort Edward. Explain to the Major he has little to fear from this General Marquis de Montcalm in the first place.
I feel like the Major is going to be a problem.
Because the French haven't the nature for war. Latinate voluptuousness combines with their Gallic laziness, and the result is they'd rather eat and make love with their faces than fight.
Fair enough. So would I.
A company of the 60th will accompany you, and Magua will show you the way.
Dawn, at the encampment, 6 a.m. sharp. See to it you're there.
The Major gotta stick up his. She's perfect.
How long have you been in Albany?
For days and days. And yourself?
Just arrived. By God, it's good to see you.
Wait, is that the same Major that I just said was awful? He's very nice to her. Is that him? Or is that a different guy? I think that's him.
Basis for a man and woman to be married. All else may grow in time.
Some say that's the way of it.
Some.
Your cousin Eugenie, my father.
Well then, Cora. In my heart, I know. Once we're joined, we'll be the most marvelous couple in London.
She doesn't love you, dude.
I'm certain of that. So why not let those whom you trust, your father, help settle what's best for you?
Ooh.
Will you consider that?
That is the same guy.
Please consider that.
And because we've seen him be not nice, he's not going to take this well.
Yes. Yes, I will.
But he was so nice to her when he greeted her because he wanted to marry her.
God, you've grown up.
We leave in the morning?
Yes, miss.
I shan't sleep tonight. What an adventure. Have you seen the Red Men?
A few.
I absolutely cannot wait to return to Portman Square, having been to the wilderness. It's so exciting.
He's just super prejudiced because he's so nice to his own, you know, aristocracy and the daughters of the general or whoever, but then to this guy and to the other Mohicans and to even just the townsfolk, he's just like, ugh. And that's the thing. The indigenous Mohicans, they have no skin in the game for claiming the land that's theirs. It's like, oh, Britain, the British fighting the French, and they're just like, well, it's ours.
You there. Scout, we must stop soon. Women are tired. No, stop in the glade just ahead. When the ladies are rested, we will proceed, you understand?
Magua ranagorado se ranarago, isagarase, ununque. Magua said, understand English very well.
Well, Magua has a bit of attitude as well. Okay, nobody's perfect. Was that a little puma? It's very beautiful through here, though. But he's a Mohican, so he's the same team, like the same tribe team, as Daniel Day-Lewis and the other two that he's with, right? Oh my gosh, I was defending him! Oh, but he'd planned it with these ones, so that's not our guys. It's not Daniel Day-Lewis. It's like their own little rebellion side. But they're fighting for their own land. It just has to be this violent because that's all they have, right? It's just like... Oh my gosh. Oh, they're just getting like tomahawks and axes to the face. Oh, see, so it's good Mohican on bad Mohican. They were just these like rebels. And she turned down.
In case your aim's any better in your judgment.
Oh. A lot of deaths in the first 10 minutes. But she turned down his proposal because she's gonna fall in love with Daniel Day-Lewis. And they make a beautiful couple.
Stop
it! We need him to get out!
Why is he loosing the horses?
Why don't you ask him?
Too easy to track. Can be heard for miles.
We were headed to Fort William Henry.
We'll take you as far as the fort. We're walking out of here fast.
But they were tracking them, so they knew that that plan was gonna happen.
Unless all of you'd rather wait for the next Huron war party to come by.
Sorry, I just got very upset that the horse was down too. But they risked their lives to save them in that battle then. What was in it for them, you know?
That Huron captain back
The
there.
guard is a Mohawk.
No Mohawk, he's Huron. No reason did he have to murder the girl, dark-haired one.
Miss Cora Monroe. Murder her. You never set eyes on her.
He's not a Mohican.
There is a war on. How is it you are heading west?
Well, we kind of faced to the north and real sudden like turned left.
The militia is fighting the French in the north.
I ain't your scout. We sure ain't no damn militia.
He said what the other guys were, though, that were violent and started that sort of uprising in that when they were traveling. He used a different word, so they're not Mohicans, they're a different tribe. I think that's what he said. The baddies. Oh. These villages that they've just run through, and like that woman had like a, you know, axe hit her in the back, or, oh.
Ottawa, too français.
What did you say?
Mirrors, tools, the clothes, everything was inside. They didn't take anything.
We're moving fast. There's a war party.
Let us look after them.
They didn't steal anything, they just killed and burned.
Though they're strangers, they're at least entitled to a Christian burial. They cannot be left behind.
Let us go, miss.
I will not. I've seen the face of war before, sir, but I've not seen war made upon women and children. And almost as cruel as your indifference.
Miss Monroe, they're not strangers, and they stay as they lay.
Oh, it was their, wait, it was their village. It was their, oh! Oh my gosh. I thought they were moving on forward, but I think that was their village that they were in the beginning. And that was that woman from that opening dinner scene. Oh my gosh. And that's why he's like, they're not strangers. So it's so much harder for him than her, and she has no idea. That was their village. Oh.
Why didn't you bury those people?
Anyone looking for our trail would see it as a sign we passed that way.
You knew them well. You were acting for our benefit, and I apologize. I misunderstood you.
Well, that's to be expected. My father warned me
Your
about...
father?
Chingachgook, he warned me about people like you.
Oh, he did?
He said, do not try to understand them. Yes, and do not try to make them understand you. That is because they are a breed apart and make no sense.
So is he saying that that other man with that native name is his father? He's saying that, so they're like meant to be father and brothers? Here's me going, he can't be. He's not their brother. He's not. We'll see. Oh.
Why did they turn back?
Burial ground.
Huh. So they have their own indigenous...
Make no sense.
Americans as well. The French have some, and then the British have these guys.
Where's your real family?
They buried my ma and pa and my sisters.
There we go.
Chingachgook family with 2 French trappers raised me up as his own.
There we go. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
I not remember. I wasn't but 1 or 2.
Oh, he's been with them since he was that little.
My father sent Uncas and I to Reverend Wheelock's school when I was 10.
Oh, he is a Mohican.
Why were those people living in this defenseless place?
After 7 years indentured service in Virginia, they headed out here because frontier is the only land available to poor people, beholden to none, not living by another's leave. Her name was Cameron, John Alexander Cameron.
They're gonna fall in love.
My father's people say that at the birth of the sun and of his brother the moon, their mother died. So the sun gave to the earth her body, from which was to spring all life. And he drew forth from her breast the stars. And stars he threw into the night sky to remind him of her soul.
I love that.
So there's the Cameron's monument. My folks do, I guess.
You are right, Mr. Poe. We do not understand what is happening here. It's not as I imagined it would be, thinking of it in Boston and London.
Sorry to disappoint you.
No, on the contrary. It's just more deeply stirring to my blood than any imagining could possibly have been.
Top of the next ridge, force downhill of it.
The men of the regiment will fetch water from the lake, build fires, and provide every comfort you desire.
I cannot wait to see Papa.
What if the Major, once he gets shut down by Madeleine Stowe, then it's like, okay, well, I'll go for the little sister. But there's only 4 or 5 of them. Oh no, 6 of them. When you saw that French army approach, there were so many. Ugh. But they don't have to go through here. Like, this is the front lines. I mean, it's interesting how with war set back, 200 years, or just under from like World War II, how the pacing of it, you watch stuff from 1945 and it's just chaos. I remember when I saw the opening scene of Saving Private Ryan and it was just this chaos and mess. And this because of the different, weapons and artillery. It's a very different pace. It's much slower. It's like these cannons and these sort of explosions and these rifles that are very different. And it's sort of surreal in that sense because it's much more slow paced, still as horrific and terrifying. It's just different. Oh, that is them coming up to here. Oof.
I'm Major Duncan Hayward. Captain Jeffrey Beams. Didn't expect you to make it through. Where's Colonel Monroe?
Is that where their dad is already? So they're already where they had to take the girls?
He's talked you, Jack. Thought you and Nathaniel weren't joining up. He didn't.
Huh.
Alice! Cora! Why are you here? Where the hell are my reinforcements?
But still, they're right there, in the firing line. Like, these explosions are going off right behind them.
Why did you disobey me, girls?
When? How?
My letter.
There was no.
No, they didn't get it.
There was no letter.
I sent 3 couriers to Webb.
One called Magua arrived.
He delivered no such message.
Does Webb not even know we have a siege?
Sir, Webb has no idea. And he certainly does not know to send reinforcements. On the George Road. Attacked.
We're fine.
Are you all right?
Yes.
Yeah, but that makes more sense. He's like, what are you doing here? Oh,
It'll be all right, girl. It'll be all right.
how scary. Oh.
When those trenches are 200 yards from the fort and within range, you'll bring in these 15-inch mortars, lob explosive rounds over our walls, and pound us to dust.
They look to be 300 yards out. If they're digging 30 yards a day, you have 3 days.
Oh.
Man here can make a run straight through the web.
3 days is not enough time to get to Albany and back with reinforcements.
Webb's not in Albany. He marched the 60th to Fort Edward 2 days ago.
Webb is at Edward?
Yes, sir.
That's only 12 miles away. He could have reinforcements here the day after tomorrow.
Yeah, but they don't know. They're blocking.
Major Hayward will provide a diversion. I'll draft out a dispatch. Captain Beams will seek you out and give it to you later.
Something else. Cameron's cabin, frontier cabin. Came upon it yesterday. It was burnt out. Everyone murdered.
It was Ottawa, allied to the French.
So?
It was a war party. That means they're gonna be attacking up and down the frontier.
Thank you, sir.
He doesn't care.
Mohawks, settlers have family out there.
That'll be all, sir.
Doesn't care. And every time you think someone's gonna be nice, like I thought this guy, because of his daughters, was gonna have more compassion, but no. So maybe the major that I thought was initially this one,
Things were done. Nobody was spared.
maybe he'll actually turn around and be kind.
Terrible feature of war here in the Americas, Major Hayward.
Let's see.
Best keep your eye fixed on our duty. To defeat France. That hangs on a courier to Webb.
In that first room, that courtroom, the major was like, I thought we were just making the world England. And I was all there at him, but maybe he'll turn around and sort of be an ally for Daniel Day-Lewis and the Mohicans.
For my children are the children of the true faith. My friendship and esteem is boundless. Tomorrow, I will sing the war song with you at the great council fire. Magua.
Oh, Magua is alive. He did get away.
Magua was successful.
The other 2 couriers died in the forest.
By now, Monroe would know his dispatch did not get through.
Mm-hmm.
The gray hair will try.
4 or 5, including 2 women, entered the fort.
The gray hair's children were under Margaret's knife. They escaped. They will be under it again.
Talk about yourself in the third person.
When the gray hair is dead, Magua will eat his heart. Before he dies, Magua will put his children under the knife, so the gray hair will know his seed is wiped out forever.
My engineers are advancing the trenches through the night. You may have your opportunity soon.
And he's not talking, when he first said that, I thought he meant the Major, but he means their dad. He means Chugga, I can't remember his name, but he means Daniel Day-Lewis's father, and that's why he means their kids, his kids, and then him, and wipe out the last of the Mohicans.
May I?
So there's this whole, England versus France, but then there are these tribes against tribes happening simultaneously, and they're using the war to do it.
But done holding hands with Miss Monroe. Got some work to do.
What are you looking at, sir?
Well, I'm looking at you, miss.
She's so beautiful. I feel like her face is just angelic. It's like perfect. It's the middle of the night, it's pitch black, you can't see, people are shooting at you. I feel like that's the poster, right? Him staring down the barrel of the shotgun. One more. But see, that's horrific too, but it's a bit like the hunting for sport thing. It's not for sport, it's for survival. Ugh.
Major Haber was there. He was at John Cameron's. He saw what it was. What exactly did you see, Major?
I saw nothing.
Oh.
To lead me to the conclusion it was other than a raid by savages bent on thievery.
You're a liar.
They didn't take anything. They didn't steal a thing.
There are women and children alone on the farms, not yours. You forget yourself, sir.
We're not forgetting Webb's promise.
British promises are honored. And the militia will not be released. Because I need more definite proof than this man's word.
Nathaniel's word's been good on this frontier a long time before you got here.
This meeting is over. The militia stays.
And he said...
This law no longer govern. Has it been replaced by absolutism?
If English law cannot be trusted, maybe these people would do better making their own peace with the French.
That is sedition!
That is the truth.
I'll have you beaten from this fort.
Someday I think you and I are gonna have a serious disagreement.
Advocating the leaving of Fort William Henry will be hung for sedition. Anyone actually caught leaving will be shot for desertion. And my decision is final. Get out.
And I thought the Major was gonna turn and be good maybe, but nope. So this is him not standing up for them already when he finds out, well, not that they're together yet, but I feel like they're gonna be.
I wanted to talk to you.
Alice.
I'll see if Mr. Phelps needs anything.
And they said that in the beginning, if they had to go back to protect their villages, they could. And they said yes, but we knew they were lying.
When we come together back in England and are married and away,
what
had to be done and said here will matter not at all. I'm certain of that.
Duncan, I promised you an answer.
The answer is still no.
You have complimented me with your persistence and patience, but the decision I have come to is that I'd rather make the gravest of mistakes than to surrender my own judgment. Please take this as my final answer. It must be no.
Uh-oh. I mean, good for her, but uh-oh for his reaction. She told you she'd think about it, and she did.
Yeah, Nathaniel. But you weren't ever for being here.
That's right, I saw it that way then, I see it that way now. Yeah, and if I had kin in the settlements, hell, be damn sure I'd be long gone.
What do we do about being under crown
And
law?
if they try and go, they get shot for desertion.
Their law no longer has rightful authority over us. All they have over us then is tyranny, and I will not live under that yoke, so I will stay here no longer.
Uh-oh.
Anyone caught leaving the fort could be shot, so each man make your own decision.
Oh, they're gonna go.
Out the northern Sally Port. Strike for the east side of the swamp till you clear the French picket line. Head north over the ridge, then come about southeast. Forklift and Little Meadow, and you're free of the outposts and skirmishers.
Should have gone out of this long ago.
We'd stay and give a hand.
I'll cover you from the top of the bastion.
You're not coming with us?
I got a reason to stay.
That reason wear a striped skirt and work in the surgery.
It does. No offense, but it's a better looking reason than you, Jack Winthrop. Push hard, because you got to clear the French outpost by dawn. Good luck, Jack.
Oh, man. And that's it. They just shoot their own because they want to go home and protect their families and their villages. The whole thing.
You stand?
Yes.
It's too many French.
And so few of us to fight, not too many to die. But we've given our word to our English fathers.
So him and his dad and his brothers, see, they're loyal. They're only doing what they feel they have to do, promise to do, should do, but they also want to do what they need to do. And there's no winners in war. But they've only really exchanged that one little glance and little smile back and forth. That's all yet. So it's still, so I like that when he said, does she wear a stripe? Does your reason wear a striped shirt and work in the surgery? He's like, yes. So we know it's happening. But I feel like they connected just, you know, as cheesy as it's gonna sound, like with their hearts. At that night when they were talking and looking up at the moon, just who they are, their essences as people sort of were very aligned, you know, their kindness and their personalities. I feel like they're a good match, the characters. And she felt it and he felt it, and that's why she knows she can't be with that other major guy. There's nothing there. But their sensitivities and similarities are on par. And they're both just adorable. And he did risk his life to save her. There's big points in that. But when the major finds out, I'm worried, and I feel like he's gonna make it super personal and go after him specifically or something like that, because it's a hit to his ego. Oh. That is,
He saved us. We were alive only because of him.
The man encouraged the colonials to desert in this very room and in my presence. Sir, he is guilty of sedition and must be tried and hanged like any other criminal.
And that's before he even knows.
Are those the actions of a criminal? Duncan, do something.
He knew the penalty for his actions. He ought to pay without sending you to beg.
Oh gosh, this is...
You falsely spoke of what you saw. What happened at the farm was as Nathaniel said.
But not with enough certainty to outweigh British interests in this fort.
And who empowered these colonials to pass judgment on England's policies in her own possessions and to come and go without so much as a by your leave?
They do not live their lives by your leave. They hack it out of the wilderness with their own two hands, burying their children along the way.
You are defending him because you become infatuated with him.
Oh, he does know.
You are a man with a few admirable qualities. But taken as a whole, I was wrong to have thought so highly of you.
Cora!
He does sense it. I don't think he knows they've actually, met up last night.
But this man is guilty of sedition and subject to military justice and beyond pardon.
Justice? If that's justice, then the sooner French guns blow the English army out of America, the better it will be for the people here.
You do not know what you're saying.
Yes, I do. I know exactly what I'm saying. And if it is sedition, then I am guilty of sedition too.
I don't think he knows everything, but he knew that he can tell she likes him, and that was enough for him to push for that. And so they want to hang him, try him and hang him. I mean, ugh. And she's got no pull? You think she...
Why didn't you leave when you had the chance?
I think she'd have some more sway.
Because what I'm interested in is right here.
What can I do?
Webb's reinforcements will arrive or not. If they do not arrive, the fort will fall to the French. If that happens, stay close to your father. Stay close to him. The French officers will try to protect the officers among the English.
No, I will find you.
Do not. Promise me.
Oh, man. See how long it takes just to fire one thing? It's already, they're like, if they don't get the reinforcements, it's already, looks over.
Remember what I told you. Stay close to your father and the officers.
They've got the same hair. Oof, that one.
Colonel Monroe, I have known you as a gallant antagonist. I'm happy to make your acquaintance as a friend.
And I yours, Monsieur le Marquis.
Please accept my compliments for the strong and skillful defense of your fortress. Under the command of a lesser man, it would have fallen long ago, given the superior numbers and materials. Chance has allowed me to array against you.
Monsieur le Marquis, I'm a soldier, not a diplomat. You call this parley for a better reason than an exchange of compliments.
You have already done everything which is necessary for the honor of your prince. But now I beg you to listen to the admonitions of humanity. I beg you to consider my terms for your surrender.
Perhaps the General's glass can reach as far as the Hudson and seize the size and imminence of the army of Webb.
My scouts intercepted this dispatch intended for you. Capitaine de Bougainville.
To Colonel Monroe. Sir, I regret to inform you that I have no men available to send to your rescue. It is quite impossible. I advise you...
It's not true.
...for surrender. I remain Jérôme Webb at Fort Edward.
It's not true. Is it?
This is the signature of Webb, and I know the temper of our men. Rather than spend the war in a French prison, Hawking Hudson, they fight to the end.
Ha. Ha ha.
I beg you not to sign the death warrant of so many until you have listened to what I have to say.
Go on.
None of your men will see the inside of a prison barge. They are free, so long as they return to England and fight no more on this continent, and the civilian militia return to their farms.
Their arms?
They may leave the fortress fully armed.
My colors?
Carry them to England with pride.
Allow me to consult with my officers.
It's all about ego for him too. That way it can look like they didn't concede. I mean...
I've lived to see something which I never expected. A British officer afraid to support another.
Webb can burn in hell, and we'll go back and dig our graves behind those ramparts.
Death and honor are thought to be the same. But today I have learned that sometimes they are not.
Sir.
He's gonna agree? No, he's gonna fight. He's gonna fight. He's gonna fight.
Monsieur le Marquis, I am deeply touched by such unusual and unexpected generosity.
However...
My fort is yours, under the condition that I be given till dawn to bury my dead, to prepare my men and women for the long journey ahead, and to hand my wounded over to your surgeons.
Granted, monsieur.
But I don't trust this either. Was it that easy for the French to be like, okay, yeah, no, we're good. We'll take the land. We won. It's ours, but and you're all fine. I don't know. And these guys that they have with them.
Is the hatchet buried between the English and my French father?
Yes.
Not a warrior has a scalp, and the white men become friends.
My master owned these lands, and I have been ordered to drive off the English squatters. They have consented to go.
Yeah.
I call them enemies no longer.
Magua took the hatchet to color with blood. It's still bright. Only when it's red, then it will be buried.
So many suns have set since Magua struck the war post.
Where is that son? Magua's the son of his people, and he has come to lead many of them.
But Magua has power with his Huron people and others here. I know well.
Magua's village and lodges were burnt. Magua's children were killed by the English.
See, even the guy that you think is being bad guys, they're all, everybody loses.
Magua's wife.
Magua, even people talking to the third person.
And became the wife of another. The gray hair was the father of all that. In time, Magua became blood brother to the Mohawk, to become free. He is Huron, and his heart will be whole again on the day the gray hair and all his seed are dead.
That's it, he still just wants to kill them. Just those three?
I fear, having let them go, which I must, I will only fight the same men again when I drive towards Albany. But I cannot break the term of the surrender and sully the lilies of France.
See, they should. But it's the lesser of two evils. Keep fighting, more dead, surrender, be tricked into this. And are they taking their prisoners as in Nathaniel, or are they leaving them there because they don't care enough? Hopefully just leaving him because that's better for him. Oh no. No, they're taking everybody. They're prisoners. I knew they were taking their women, their children. They're sick to the surgeons, but also they're prisoners. They're gonna get ambushed. Are they though? But there's so many of them. You're so outnumbered no matter how many people you have helping you, right? Like, that's their whole side. And babies and women. I was just... And they don't even come out in hordes. There's not a whole bunch. That was 2 guys. Oh. Still, I thought there was too many of the British to try and take that on, but... And they don't care. They'll kill the women. They'll kill the children. He's gonna risk his life to save her and stand up for the British side again, even though they treat him like a criminal. But sending those 2 out like that puts them on alert. I mean, they know what's coming, yeah. Is this gonna be absolute carnage? I mean, she took her sister and just ducked down and hid the best they can, but they're coming from both sides. He's a good shot though, Daniel Day-Lewis. Oh man. But they're running, it's so crazy because they just run into gunfire, but I guess they only fire, like I said, it's different weaponry, it's much slower paced, and so they can risk running into armed people like that. Oh, she did it, and she's quite a shot. She got him like in the head, right? And what's sad though is that it's tribes against other tribes. So it's, you know, come on, quick. It's Native Americans against Native Americans, and it's a war they didn't even start, and I don't like it when the horses get shot.
Gray hair, before you die, know that I will put under the knife your children, so I will wipe your seed from the earth forever.
No, that is gray hair. That's what I thought initially. But his children are the girls. Oh. I'm so sorry for thinking it was Daniel Day-Lewis and his dad and brother. Oh my God. No, she's not gonna die. There's no way, there's no way, there's no way, there's no way. Okay, so when he first said gray hair, I was like, that's gonna be the general. But then the way he was going on, I don't know why. I guess I made it personal towards him against Daniel Day-Lewis's family. Go with your first instinct. Of course, that's gray hair. But the kids, when he said his children, I thought the 2 boys, but it was the 2 girls the whole time. I wonder if we lose the little sister at some point. She saved her little sister though. Madeleine Stowe, Cora is being a badass. She literally just saved her sister's life, and then he came in and saved hers. It was a cool shot.
When you fall into British hands again, I'll have you hanged!
He's just such a good guy. He's trying to save everybody, Daniel Day-Lewis, and is getting it from all angles. There with the forest and the boat, and it just looked all magical, like a fairy tale for a second. Oh. He's gonna go over, because he knows how. He's gonna go over. Does the major? Yeah. Oh, he looked scared for a while. I thought maybe that wasn't gonna go well. This is gonna be a bigger one. Oh! to make them think they went over, and the boats will just shatter up and make them think that they capsized and drowned. Is that their plan?
We're very lucky they'll figure we went over the fall.
Yeah.
Take the south rim down the mountain. 12 miles cross country to Fort Edward.
That looks amazing.
We'll just have to forego the pleasure of hanging me.
Haha. He's saving you. Like, he saves everybody.
My soaking wet.
Did you see my father?
From a distance.
He did. He pulled his heart out, didn't he?
Say nothing to Alice.
And the fact that they're so close, but they don't think to look like under in the cave of the waterfall is wild, but we're grateful for it.
If the worst happens,
you stay alive. They don't kill you, they'll take you north up to Huron land. You submit, you hear? You're strong, you survive, you stay alive no matter what occurs. I will find you. No matter how far. I will find you.
No matter how long it takes, no matter how far. Oh, so that's why, because they knew they were coming in. I was gonna say, the fact that they were so close but not looking back there. He'll find you. Oh, that was cool. Oof. So if he knew that if he was there, they would just like fight, and then either he would die or some of them would die, or probably he would die because he's so outnumbered. But he knew they were going to take them like this because they've said, though, that they still want to kill gray-haired seed. And even though their dad's dead, I still think that's very risky. They could have just murdered the girls, no? He risked that? Or he knew they would take them and use them as prisoners. And he'll come and rescue her. Oh my gosh. So is this it? Is this, are these three? That's it. When it started and it was the last of the Mohicans, I thought it might still be like whole tribes. It's just three. I know they call the other ones Mohawks too, but they're not. They're not the same. Oh God. She did that on purpose to be tracked. Keep doing it. She's got to do it subtly. He does look fantastic in this movie. But we need more. She has to keep doing it. Ugh. I'm scared for the ending. I'm just nervous. It's 3 against hundreds. They're gonna kill him. He's gonna save her though. Just walking into town like that? Into the village? But his brother and his dad are... Yeah, that was a big hit. How does he know one won't just come and hit him like that harder and kill him on the spot or
Translate for me into French every word as I say it. I come to you unarmed and in peace. To unstop your ears, Sachem. Let the children of the dead Colonel Monroe go free. Take fire out of the English anger over the murder of their helpless ones. Sachem, the French fathers made peace. Magua broke it. It is false that the French will be friends still to the Huron.
Langue blanc.
Bien comme, et se pose la question, depuis quand Cordove les Hurons?
Au pour des Hurons, et ça c'est bien. Nous marchandrons que le blanc marchand, terre des Abenaki. C'est sarcophages. Nation indienne, and you're c'est fort que les blancs.
Would Magua use the ways of Les Français and the Yengeese? Would you?
Yes.
Would the Huron make his Algonquin brothers foolish with brandy and steal his lands to sell them for gold to the white man? Would Huron have greed for more land than a man can use? Would Huron fool Senecrin to take in all the furs of all the animals of the forest for beads and strong whiskey? Those are the ways of the Yengeese and the Francais traders, and their masters in Europe infected with the sickness of greed. Magua's heart is twisted. He would make himself into what twisted him. I'm Nathaniel of the Yengeese, Hawkeye, adopted son of Chingachgook of the Mohican people. Let the children of the dead Monroe and the Yengeese officer go free. This belt, which is a record of the days of my father's people, speaks for my truth.
Vous parlez poison.
No, he doesn't. He's gonna connect with the chief, and he's gonna be good. The chief, come on. Yes.
Dan Magwas, Kana Amzan Tonige, and the Genuzo do Ateju, or to Quagay.
He still's gonna burn. Oh my gosh. I thought he had connected with the chief.
Set the farm, as close chien.
Arrête! I am not long Carabine! My death is a great honor to the Huron. Take me! You tell him?
Yes.
They're gonna do it. He's traded his life for hers.
I said to take me.
No! Oh!
Take me!
My compliments, sir! Take her and get out!
Duncan, what are they doing to Duncan? Where's Allie? Allie!
Did Duncan say to take himself to Duncan? That's his redemption, and he sacrificed himself for her when I spent so much of the movie not liking him? I thought maybe that Daniel Day-Lewis said take him and oh, they're not gonna save him in time. Oh my God, he shot him to put him out of his suffering, but not to save him. It's too late. Oh, Duncan! And I was so not for him. I think he did sacrifice himself for her. And he shot him to end it quickly. It's just all so senseless and violent and meaningless. But that's the thing, it's from the perspective that you see it from, right? So like Magua had his wife and children. Well, no, his wife thought he was dead, so she went and married someone else. That happens all the time. Well, not that they think you're dead, but that they go marry someone else. But his children were murdered. I mean, that's horrific. Everything's just coming from a place of pain, and it's just... Oh, they still have the youngest daughter, yeah. Alice. Oh! No! Oh. Don't lose his brother. I don't want him to lose his brother. No! Oh! Oh, come on! Oh. Oh, I thought he was fatally hurt. The others don't intervene, though. They let him just fight him one-on-one. He's gonna kill him. Oh, that's his son. Is she gonna jump? Oh my my gosh, she's just gonna fall back. And then they both just saw their sibling just fall to their death. And they don't care. He lost his son, Nathaniel lost his brother, she lost her sister, Duncan. There's still not a scratch on Magua. There we go. It's still sad, but it's like he was awful. And you killed his son. Oh man. They have each other, but they just suffered this huge loss each.
Great Spirit, and the maker of all life, a warrior goes to you swift and straight as an arrow shot into the sun. Welcome him, and let him take his place at the council fire of my people. He is Uncas, my son. Tell him to be patient and ask death for speed, for they are all there, but one, I, Chingachgook, last of the Mohicans.
And where do they have their future now? You know, is he still a wanted convict when it comes to the British? Wow. Or do they just live the way they were? She's a Mohican, now they're the three. They're now the last three Mohicans. He's adopted in and she's adopted in too. Oh, the music's so good though. Oh man. It wasn't quite the happier ending. I didn't think that the last 10 minutes was gonna be his brother Uncas dying, her sister Alice. I mean, it's just so tragic. There wasn't a happy ending. They got to be together, but everybody just died. I mean, that's the thing, right, with the war movie. It's, for me anyway, it's just so senseless and there's no winners winning, right? Like, whether it's 1757 in French War, or it's, 1940s, or it's the 60s, whatever it is, it's always the same, and it's just so sad. As a film, it's beautiful, so thank you for the recommendation. I think that Daniel Day-Lewis and Madeleine Stowe and everybody in it was wonderful, and it was beautiful looking when you'd see the countryside, and but just sad, the carnage, the absolute slaughtering of soldiers in any kind of war environment. It's really sad, and it's painful to see, and it was like that. And at least, gosh, like I was talking about the pacing, because of the weaponry and literally the technical abilities they had, the only reason why it makes it a little bit less graphic than watching something like Saving Private Ryan, where I was just so overcome by the carnage. But this is just a different era, and it's sad in a way how little things have changed in many ways. But I really enjoyed the film. I've wanted to see it my whole life because I've heard about it. I think that he's phenomenal, and it was emotional and touching and tragic. So sorry to end on a downer, but it's not really a feel-good movie. But it is beautifully made and quite an epic. So I really hope you guys enjoyed watching it with me, even though it wasn't a barrel of laughs. But it was a wonderful movie, and I will see you next time here on the Coby Show. My name is Coby. I'll see you then. Bye.